So there's this thing out there that you might have heard of. It's called coding. So up until now, I honestly never knew what coding was, but that's the point of this channel, right? I learned something I didn't know, and I share it with you guys. So without further ado, I want to know, what exactly is coding? I'm Chris, and you're watching Factsma. So there's several different videos out there right now on YouTube that talk about coding and what coding is. But here's my take on it. You see, it all started in 1815 when a woman named Ada Lovelace was born on December 10th in London. She was an extremely talented mathematician. Later on in life, she would work closely with Charles Babbage, a popular mechanical engineer responsible for creating one of the earliest mechanical computers. From there, she would write a theory about coding a machine to calculate numbers. The subsequent code would eventually become the first algorithm carried out by a machine, and in essence, was the first computer program. So with that in mind, at a very basic level, or a level that I can understand, coding is how we communicate with computers. It tells a computer what actions to take, and writing code is like creating a set of instructions. It's how humans communicate with machines. It's what allows us to create computer software, like programs, operating systems, and mobile apps. All right, you still with me? If you are, your next question would probably be, how does coding work? Well, you see, there's these things called transistors, which are kind of like off and on switches. When you combine tens of thousands of these off and on switches, you basically get a computer. And yes, I know it's a little more complicated than that, but let's not forget, I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible. Unfortunately though, attempting to make an entire computer work by manually typing a number for each transistor would take an incredible amount of time. So over time, we've developed high-level languages to help speed up this process. You see, rather than addressing individual transistors with machine code, we address entire sections of them to perform a specific task. And lastly, let's say you wanted to code yourself. How would you go about it? Well, different types of programming require different skills. For example, if you want to learn how to code a website, you would learn languages like HTML, CSS, Java, and JavaScript. Or for mobile app development, you would need Java for Android or Swift for iOS. All right, I think I finally know what coding is, or what coding is at least in a nutshell. With all this in mind, I do know that coding has exploded in recent years, changing from something used in computer games and the occasional electronic device to something which shapes the way that we live in the modern world. This means that right now, is an excellent time for learning how to code for beginners such as myself. But pretty much every device, electric item, and modern piece of machinery contains at least a little bit of code. So, what do you think? Are you going to learn how to code? Let us know.